Well, welcome to the woods. This time we're out in the afternoon instead of the morning. We are over in Tuscola County, eastern Tuscola County, about 5 miles northeast of Kingston. 26-acre piece here on Legg Rd. 26 acres of fully wooded, rolling, and lots of wildlife over here. Deer, turkeys, small game, some waterfowl back in here on the ponds. We are just getting started, so hang with us and we'll shoot some more video. Well, we have came into the first wildlife pond in here. There's a couple of these ponds on this property. And they do hold some wood ducks, occasionally some geese. I don't see much happening in here today, but they do set in here. As you can see, you're looking east here. There's some pine over there, mostly spruce, run along the eastern side of this property. Really thick over in the spruce. Turns into a heck of a bedding area. It's tough to get in and out of there without everything knowing you're coming, so best to stay out here and wait for them to come out. This property's lots and lots of trees in here. Oaks, maples, poplars, pine, both white and yellow, spruce. A lot of roll to this property, which is unusual for out here in Tuscola County. But we do have some ridges to deal with as well. There is a trail that comes in from the road here. It goes back in a little better than halfway through the property and then stops where a swale crosses the property coming in out of a pasture to the west. That pasture drains. We'll see some of that here in a minute. Drains over here into these woods. Makes a little bit of a soggy spot over there. Otherwise the trail would go all the way through. It does give you definitely easy foot access to get back in here. Right now we're still going along the west edge of that wildlife pond. Just showing you, it gets pretty thick in here in places. Again, good holding cover for the wildlife. We are now off the north end of that first wildlife pond in a small grove of yellow pine here and some birch. And east of these, right just out of this little grove here, is the thick spruce that I was speaking about over there. I mean, it's thick in there now. And the deer like that a lot. Plenty of runways, deer runways crisscrossing through here. One of the many rubs back here. There are some a little closer to the road. We'll see if we can get those on the way out and get them on video there. Pretty impressive rubs. There's a string of them through there that are 3 to 5 inch trees. And here we have probably what used to be an ATV trail that heads out into these spruce, but now it's turned into basically a deer run. Yeah, lots of tracks, some rubs, some old scrapes down in here. And again, it's pretty thick. Over there to the east, another little swaley pond we'll get to here in just a second. And this is looking back out toward the path that we were walking on coming in. Our path coming in splits here. This one here feeding off to the west, goes up on the top of a ridge and then takes off to the north, going down the west edge of the property. And this one right here kind of skirts up through the middle of the property, goes up a couple of ridges there. There's some more yellow pine up on top of that ridge, as well as some apple trees all scattered through here. You find them a lot out here on this property. There's some scattered wild apple. Here would be the second pond of sorts out here. This one is right along the eastern edge of the property. I'm not sure if it's going to retain water all year, just by the looks of it, but it does have water in here now. And we are slowly making our way up this ridge, up into these yellow pine for a lookout over a swale to the north of us. All right, I made it up on top of this knob over here where the yellow pine are. Looking at a, I don't know, drop of me, 30, 40 feet in elevation here. There's a swale that comes from the west, going through to the east, crosses the property right here. So you've got nice elevation. I think it'd be a pretty decent location for a tree stand right here on this end of this point. And a lot of good visibility here. All right, we took that, backtracked a bit from where we were, picked up that branch of the trail that goes to the west, over to the west property line. Just coming up out of a bowl here. Some pictures of it behind me. Looks like a long time ago they dug a bunch of gravel out of this spot and left a pretty good depression right in here. Still quite a bit of gravel when you walk around through here. Up on top of another knoll here, right over close to the western property boundary. Pretty good drop here, or elevation change, especially in the thumb. It's usually relatively level in the thumb, but you get some nice elevation changes, which make it nice for hunting. Gives you a chance to get up above the deer. Always looking down is better than looking up. And I'm not sure of your thoughts on a good place to be deer hunting, but anytime I come across a swale like this in between two pieces of high ground going out to some pasture land where there's all kinds of green grass, I think that's time to go hunting. Anyhow, this is the swale that comes in from the west, draining off that pasture. Comes down through here, continues east all the way on across this property anyway, over into the neighboring property. I'll spin around, give you a view back up the ridge that we looked down from originally. There are some decent oak in here, some bigger oak further north that we'll see. And in here there's 10, 12-inch oak in places. Pretty good pine, or popple. Yeah, those pines that you'll see over there, over on the neighbors. And a lot of maple in here too. I'm going to go down to the edge of that swale and see if it's dry enough that we can get across. Give you a little view of the swale from ground level. We did make it across. That's the good thing. And made it across in less than knee boots, but it is a little wet right now. All right, got across the swale. Now we're into much higher ground out here. Nice grove of hardwoods, oaks, maples, cherries, birch. And if you made it over to my YouTube channel, had a bit of a encounter with a gobbler out here this spring, right here in this area. He was gobbling in the field to the north of us. I found a nice log to sit on over here, mouth calling him. Obviously he was a pretty excited bird. He came right in and stopped about 25 yards from me. I had a digital camera and got lots of pictures of him digitally. I was so busy with that I forgot about the phone and just laid it down. So we got good audio of him gobbling about 25 times in here. Unfortunately, I didn't get any audio or video of him. That green field there is the pasture the neighbor owns out there. Just a beautiful chunk of ground. Runs right down along the western edge of this piece. We're a little bit further north into this woods that's beyond the swale. It opens up quite a bit in here. A little snow on the ground. You can see a long ways in here. And we are right along the western edge of the third waterfowl pond, and the biggest one of all three. Again, this one will be holding wood ducks, mallards, probably an occasional goose in the springtime and maybe in the fall on a pass by. This pasture land behind us, I did a little snooping on Onyx. Heck of an app if you're looking for a app for your phone to use in the woods hunting, or if you're looking for property. It's just a wonderful app. It gives you aerial views and lays a plat map boundaries right over top of those. Just a great piece of technology. You get a chance, check that out. Add to your smartphone or your tablet or your computer at home. But anyway, out in the middle of this pasture over here, there's a big pond. I suspect that gets quite a number of geese in it in the fall over there that probably occasionally pass over here and land in this pond. And a whole lot better view of this third pond over here. Just a really nice place for some puddle duck shooting. And over here, you see these spruce. The spruce are, the outside edge of them is the eastern edge of the property. There's a serious runway. It runs right down the edge of the spruce, right around the east end of this pond, and back into that swale that we showed you earlier. All right, we have made it to the north edge of the property. Property actually stops just at the edge of the woods here, where it goes out into that plowed ground. I believe that was corn last year. Wild guess would be it's going to be soybeans this year. Northeast corner of the property is in the direction we're looking right now. Probably 80 yards, 80, 90 yards over there is the northeast corner. And right here, there's a little county drain that wiggles down through here that just catches the corner of this property, but it does provide a little bit of water. You know, we're fade back, looking back where we came from to the south. All right, you have now been front to back on this 26-acre piece here on Legg Rd, Kingston, northeast of Kingston. I'm going to try on the way out to stop and get some video of some of those nice rubs up near the car. If we can find those, we'll have a little bit more video. Otherwise, if you're interested in this property, give me a shout. Phone number is 810-597-1327. And this is Rick from Hunting for Land. Thanks for being with us.